relaxing or working, whatever choice you made for this weekend, it's definitely a long one, right? People have headed out on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then you still have the Monday. So maybe you've traveled a bit. I'm on my way to La Quinta, and the topic for today, we'll cover a lot of topics, but there was a great article about a driver who's now an attorney. You know, he was doing his bar exam and driving on the side, and he wrote a great article about Uber and Lyft not being qualified as NEMTs, which is non-emergency transportation or ambulance services, right? And the companies often put us into situations. How are you, Michael? Good to see you, buddy. The companies are putting us into situations, sending us to hospitals to pick up very often ill patients. In his case, it was a patient who came out of heart surgery, and the nurses were giving the drivers all these instructions on how to handle this particular patient. That is not what we get paid for. I mean, the pay is so dismal as it is. Uber's then cashing in on these non-emergency medical trips, and we have to go out and deal with these sick people, right? Often in wheelchairs, or they've come out of the emergency unit, and these hospitals or doctors think that they can, or nurses think that they can order an Uber and Lyft, and yeah, then it's our duty, we'll take over. By the way, we don't have any training in that department, right? I mean, how many of you are trained to maybe resuscitate a patient if they pass out on you, right? That's not in our job description, my friends, and it's a very dangerous area that Uber and Lyft are stepping into, right? I welcome you all. You know, we don't get paid for that, right? We don't get paid to be the ambulance or the non-emergency transportation. We don't make enough money, and nor do we have the training for that. So myself personally, you know, I picked up a rider once who had a bad bike accident, and I rushed him to hospital. Obviously, they were too cheap and didn't want to call an ambulance, because that would have probably cost $1,500 to $2,500. So here I am driving this bloody patient, all bloodied up after a cycling accident. And I said, why are you guys not calling 911 or an ambulance? No, let's just get him to the hospital. I didn't have gloves, right? I'm like, you guys got to handle him. I'm not picking him up. I don't want to get AIDS if he has AIDS. And I mean, what the riders think we are there for, is that our service, right? Are we gonna jump in and be a substitute for your ambulance, which you were not willing to call? And nurses and doctors and hospitals, seriously, if you're calling an Uber and a Lyft, yeah, we're gonna take over your job and make sure that this patient gets home okay, gets in bed okay. It's not what we get paid for. I'm sorry. So we gotta put our foot down, and you know that really ties into our safety and also the patient's safety. Obviously, I find that rather negligent, the way these companies and hospitals are acting, relying on us. That's pure negligence right there, right? But we have to address the safety on the big strike. And so far, some of the best dates that you guys have recommended for strikes are May Day. I don't exactly know what date May Day falls on, but I've had some really, really good input from you guys as far as what date we should shoes. Michael says, then if someone is bleeding, yeah, we got to worry about, exactly, if you're bleeding all over our seats and that, I mean, that's major damage to your car as well, right? The elderly, excessively obese lady with tubes up her nose was being pushed in a wheelchair towards my car, and I canceled. Listen, you did the right thing. That's not July the 4th. I like that, by the way. Thank you for another great. July the 4th is another powerful day to organize a strike, right? Huge day. But exactly, it's not your job to take care of this patient who has tubes in her. I mean, that's such a liability. Imagine something happens in your car, or they bleeding in your car, one of the wound opens up. You never know. I mean, it's absolute nonsense, really. And it all has to be addressed in a national strike. Now, on this national strike for safety, I do want to get a company to print up posters of faces of all the drivers and riders that have died, or at least the stories we know in the media. Many stories are not even told. My heart truly, truly goes out to the family. God, it breaks my heart when I hear that this one lady, the guy was just recently caught. I think it was in Pennsylvania. The guy was just recently caught. He tried to get rid of it. Did you guys read this? He tried to get rid of the dash cam. They found the dash cam, and she was pleading for her life. Please don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me. I have 4 kids. And he killed her. Well, they've got him now. And, you know, may the guy rot in prison or get the maximum. I mean, it's just disgusting. But these are the issues we have to bring to the media's attention on strike, whether it's the 4th, whether it's May Day. I mean, we have to really single out a powerful day with the maximum impact. Thank you very much for being in on the strike. That's nice of you, Peter. I mean, we're gonna fight for Terry's in the house. We're gonna fight for a valid cause, because there really hasn't been and I'm calling on all the others as well, Rideshare Drivers United, RDU, any of the other organizations. If you guys want to join forces on a national strike, the more exposure, the more media we can get as well. I will also be breaking a story come Monday or Tuesday in the media. Remember the Uber Eats driver who had the run-in with Snoop Dogg? He called me and said I was the only guy he called because he thought I could help him, and I will help him. And his story is solid. And I mean, you know, he's been dragged through the mud in the media by Snoop Dogg. He's been trashed. People drove by his house throwing things at his car. Listen to this. Because Snoop, you know, had exposed his number plate. So some thugs came by. Now his whole family lives in fear. Him, his kids. He says he's a complete wreck. He's locked himself in all week. And I finally got him to come out, you know. I finally got him to meet with the police. I'm going to be breaking the story, his story, because it's important that his story gets told. And, you know, we will find him a good lawyer, and he is going to sue Snoop Dogg for trashing him in the media and exposing his address, right? So we'll find him the right attorney, the right media, and I've done it several times, so I'll gladly do it for this guy. And I've been talking to him a lot. He feels much better after talking, but he's been a wreck, and I can completely understand why, right? I mean, you guys saw the story. So I spoke to, also did a recording, a video with that Uber Eats driver that Snoop Dogg attacked on his Instagram page. And they need to buckle up, because it's going to get very expensive for them. And we're also going to set up a GoFundMe page guy's getting therapy at the moment. I mean, thugs come by his house and he's there and they start throwing stuff at his car. I mean, he's lucky that shots were not fired, right? Because I mean, Snoop put his address out there. Here it is. That's this guy's number plate. Calling him the N-word. Not cool, Snoop. So Snoop's got the money. He's going to pay up. So we got 40 people in the house. Smash that like button. Thank you very much. And again, you know, the topic for today is like these NEMTs, these non-emergency medical transportation or ambulance services, companies do all of this work. I want your input on that, you know, your thoughts. I don't think it's good to, you know, if you're coming up to a hospital, in all honesty, I would cancel. I would not run that legal risk. You don't know who's getting in your car. This guy who broke the story, he said he had a lady in his car that he had to take care of that came straight out of a heart surgery. Can you just imagine that person dies in your car, or you're trying to help them and you're not supposed to help them, or you're trying to help them and you have the wrong, you know, you have the wrong training, you don't have any training, and that person croaks on you, dies on you? I mean, that's a disaster waiting to happen, my friends. So, yeah, thank you for joining me here. I'll show you the front view. We're on the road to Palm Springs, La Quinta. Traffic's moving pretty smoothly. I got to get there sort of by 1:15. Drove the client up on Friday, picking her up today on Sunday. Most of you guys have Monday off, right? Monday is a public holiday, I believe. And I'm just taking a nice casual. James Campbell in the house says, threatening people at the requisition of the customer is something Uber is very good at. Exactly. And this guy, this driver, this Uber Eats driver that was dragged through the mud by Snoop said, you know, the company never reached out to him, did nothing, right? He's still active on the platform, but they didn't come to him and say, hey, we're sorry that your name was trashed in the media. Leonardo's in the house. Anonymous Giraffe, good to see you, buddy. Listen, safety and more pay, that's what we're going to strike for. And we're going to pick a good date. Either in May on May Day, or on July the 4th. I think those are two powerful days to organize a national strike for safety. Happy Sunday! We're on the 10 freeway. May Day is the 1st. Okay, cool. 1st of May. I think that's a powerful statement, May Day. What is the story behind May Day? Why do they celebrate May Day? If that ties in with our theme, that could be a very good day. What is May Day? What is the significance of May Day? God, all this construction on the 10 is awful. Man, these roads are bad. God. Jeez, like, the roads are so bad. Sunday, bloody Sunday. What are you guys doing today? Anybody working? Are we chilling? There's medical transportation from Uber only. A time bomb. Yeah, definitely a time bomb waiting to happen. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of things have already gone wrong. I mean, they're putting people in your cars that should not be transported by the average driver who does not have all the medical know-how, who does not have the training, especially if you haven't done CPR courses, or, you know, this is wrong, man. And they charging these hospitals and companies extra monies because we have to act as non-emergency medical transportation. It's complete BS. You're gonna work later today? Doug's gonna work later today. Thank you, buddy. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Bird. You're welcome. I am driving, so a little difficult for me to read all the messages. We have 23 likes. Smash the like button, everyone. Leave your comments. Again, more input about this topic I chose today. Maybe you guys have some good input. I would appreciate that. And the other thing is, if you have any input on the strike, I want to get a general idea what day the drivers pick. So far I've heard July the 4th a lot and May Day. Something that's about, I would say, 2 to 3 months away, so we can plan, print posters, select locations where drivers can meet. I think we should hold giant pictures of the faces of the people that, a lot of the people that got killed in the line of duty because of Uber and Lyft's negligence, because they're letting all these thugs on the platform. They're letting the worst of the worst criminals on the platform. That's the bottom line. And they'll take any dollar because they are whores for cash. They will take any dollar from anyone. No morals, no values. No morals, no values. These roads are so bad, man. Thank you, thank you. Welcome you all. We have 41 people in the house. Happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday. So we try driving right now, direction San Bernardino. I used to do this trip quite a bit. Used to have a lot of properties up in Big Bear, Lake Arrowhead, Angeles Oaks. We used to drive up here every weekend. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. James Campbell in the house. High five. Shout out to Mike Maffey at Penn State. He's a good guy. I've worked with him a few times. I should do a phone interview. I've given him a lot of information for his surveys, but his heart's in the right place. So shout out to Mike Maffey. I should do you're right, I should do a phone interview with him. Hundreds and hundreds of drivers that we sent him. And Penn State did a fantastic survey about Uber and Lyft drivers, which was published. Douche. I mean, if we don't blow this whole safety issue up in the media, and organize a powerful strike. It's just going to go on and on and on and on, because they say that they're going to put stricter checks and balances in place, but it's just not happening. Serene's in the house. Thanks for all that feedback. It's just not happening. Still get onto the platform without a photo, without your name. Still walk into any store, buy some cards. Any thug. Prince is in the house. Any thug can get on the platform. And Uber and Lyft and others seem to be okay with that. I mean, this piece of trash that killed this woman, she was pleading, I have 4 kids, I have 4 children. Please don't shoot me. This idiot takes the dash cam and throws it out the window, right? Thinking, oh, okay, I've got rid of the evidence. Any detective is going to go to the scene of the crime or where she picked him up, right? Where she picked him up. And Uber and Lyft, you're responsible. This idiot got into her car because of you, because you did not vet this driver. Because like I said, you're whores. You'll take money from anyone. You'll take $1 from a criminal, right? That's who Dara Khosrowshahi is. You know, Dara Khosrowshahi is a criminal. If he's taking money from criminals that kill hard-working drivers and mothers that have 4 kids, you're a criminal in our eyes, Dara Khosrowshahi, because you're allowing this to happen. So I need to really slow down, because this cop, damn, I was going way too fast. Hopefully he doesn't pull out. Hopefully this police car, no, still sitting there. I was going way too fast. This police car here is you know how their radar locked in the cars, and I was probably driving by the fastest, thank God. Thank God he's not giving chase. So here we are at, let me see, this looks like San Bernardino. There's these railway tracks where a lot of these guys ambush the railway and steal all the Amazon packages. Happens around here. A lot of people on the opposite side there worked 5.5 hours. Oh, you did in Palm Springs? What did you make in the 5.5 hours? What was, how much did you make? And what platform did you drive on? I'd really like to know how much you could still make on Uber and Lyft in Palm Springs. I don't know the numbers, but I just do the long trips from Los Angeles to Palm Springs or Los Angeles to La Quinta, and I'll go up for Coachella. You know, those are the money, but you'd have to show me the money that can be made in Palm Springs on Uber, let's say SUV or Black or Lux. I mean, there are some high-end resorts, no doubt about it, but I don't think you're going to make the big money out there just driving. We need to get a temporary rate hike to combat the price of fuel. Amen. Amen to that. Really appreciate, respect all your guys' great input. Amen to that, right? We should get a pay hike or a something to compensate for the crazy gas prices. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Yeah, the major, thanks for sharing. Major carjacking crisis, Chicago, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C. It's out of control, man. And they're targeting these drivers, and it's very easy for them to get on these platforms. Very easy. So unless they actually do some vetting, unless they make it difficult for these idiots to get on the platform, nothing's going to change. People are going to die every single day. It must be nerve-wracking. I mean, I saw a picture of a driver dressing up in his full body gear. His bulletproof vest. Everything, just going to work. I mean, what type of conditions are those? You got to go buy a Teflon vest and all of this equipment just to go out and work in Chicago or work in Philadelphia. I mean, it could be anywhere. It can happen in LA. Ridiculous. Has anybody seen the new electric Silverado, the electric truck, all electric truck? Has anybody seen that on the road yet? The one that they showed in the Super Bowl commercial? What do you guys think of that car? Oh, talking of Silverados, here's one passing us on the right side. Looks a little bit like that, just a little bit more futuristic. Tallahassee, Florida. Welcome, Tallahassee, Florida, in the house. Announce yourselves. Where are you from? What city? I think the North is going to have a cold week, man. It's going to you guys going to hit up there in the North next week. We're in Riverside now. Major storm rolling in, baby. Houston, Texas, in the house. I used to live there for 2 years on Bering by the Galleria. Love Houston. Love my Houstonians. Love and respect to Houston. Chattanooga, Tennessee in the house. Champaign, Illinois in the house. Whoop, whoop. We got to strike, baby. We got to strike. Got to organize a very, very powerful nationwide or national and international strike for safety. Massachusetts in the house, Lowell in the house. Go Grizzlies. Memphis in the house. Fort Lauderdale in the house. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, baby. Got a lot of Florida in the house. A lot of Floridians in the house. Southern Maine is in the house. Yeah, some people made big money New Year's Eve. Some people didn't. It was weird. Phoenix in the house. Go Suns. You guys are on fire, baby. Lakers suck. What's happening to my Lakers? Falling apart. Greetings, Detroit, Michigan in the house. Damn, we got everyone in the house. We got all corners of the United States on a Sunday. Welcome you all. Great representation today. All corners. I love it how we one big blended family, of gig workers. Talking to each other from all corners of the United States. I love that. That's powerful, man. Can you imagine 10, 15 years ago, you would never be able to do this. Congregate, get into a room, meet up, all people from all walks and talks of life, different corners of the world, all in one live feed. Never in a million years would we have dreamed that this would materialize. Our kids take it for granted, but the old school guys like me, I would have never ever, had you asked me 10, 15 years, I'm like, nah, that's not possible. A live stream where all these people from all corners of the world congregate. Oh, that's quite a nice picture. We've got some snow up on the mountains there, if you guys can see. We are at Riverside. We are in Riverside, San Bernardino. Riverside, San Bernardino. There's a sign, Palm Springs. There it is. I'm by the 2:15 and the 10 now, if anybody knows that. 2:15 and the 10. It says there. Redlands, Palm Springs. Happy Sunday, everyone. Shout out to all your families. Hopefully you're all well. We've made it so far. Part-time, make $30 an hour. What city is that in? Where's that, $30 an hour? What platform? Oh, Palm Springs? Oh, cool. And on what platform, if I may ask? What car, what platform? Part-time, Palm Springs, $30 an hour. Less, obviously, your expenses, right? Your gas, your car payment, your insurance. Sounds so wonderful. Oh, I'm making $30 an hour. And then you start deducting all of those expenses. My guess is you, after all is said and done, you're making the California minimum wage of $15. Oh, I love that snow up on the mountains there. You used to have properties right up there. Right up in those mountains, you used to have several properties. Back in 2008. Insurance. Is that a good insurance? I hope nobody's thinking of getting into that Tesla Hertz agreement. On paper, when they presented it the first time, when they made the big announcement, it looked fine. $300 a week. Charging paid. Well, it turns out to be quite a disaster. about 520, 530 a week. I showed you the receipts. Charge you for the charging stations. Pretty pathetic deal. You only get to drive on UberX. Allstate's good. Geico is a little bit overpriced. State Farm is very often overpriced. Got to really shop around. Gas, how much is gas? I filled up at $4.75 early on. Put $100 in at $4.75 a gallon. Hurts. It's painful. Absolutely painful. See those numbers just rolling and rolling. How is your driving been going, Peter? Oh, cool. Somebody's asking a question. It goes up to Big Bear on the 330. Exit here. We're not going to Big Bear today. I just don't like the guys that hog the slow drivers on a Sunday, hogging the fast lane like these guys. It's just unbelievable. It's one of my biggest peeves. I think that comes from driving fast in Germany, where everything's really organized on the Autobahn. Guys, if anybody has been deactivated and you're trying to get reactivated, watch tonight's video. I have a video coming out. If you want us to get you reactivated, please always make sure the right name, right last name, the email associated with the account, the phone number associated with the account. A lot of people are just sending us wrong information, and then the companies are coming back to us and say we can't identify or find this driver. Firstly, you're not going to get Uber or Lyft to ever call you back or get things resolved if you go through customer service or a hub. So if we are hitting the legal department, then at least please supply the correct information. Very important. I don't want to give them an excuse not to reactivate you. And since we started the program, I would say a good 60 to 70%. That's not bad at all. 2/3, a little bit over 2/3 of the drivers we got reactivated, which is cool. Okay, buddy, why are you slipping in there? Why? I think we're coming up to your Kuiper now. I think so. I could be wrong. What are you afraid of? I'm afraid of what? Please share what you're afraid of. We have 38 people in the house. Please smash the like button. Like button looks like this. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Everybody thumbs up. Oh my God, I gotta get around these guys. I cannot stand driving slow in the fast lane. It's a big no-no for me. Guys, guys and girls, if you rolling up to a hospital, like somebody just said, yeah, there was a person in a wheelchair, big fat obese woman with tubes up her nose. I'm saying no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you've had that medical situation, but that individual might be getting into my car and stuff could be going wrong, and I don't have the training to deal with a 300-pound obese woman with tubes up her nose, right? So I don't know what these companies are, what they expect from us, but we are not non-emergency medical transportation. We are not an ambulance service, my friends. Like, what up with that? You know, they have us pull up to a hospital, and then these nurses are giving, I'll leave the link to that article below, right? The nurses are giving you instructions of what you need to do the patient. Hang on, dear nurse, we drive, that's your job. We're not responsible for this individual that just came out of heart surgery. Like, what up with that? That's crazy, man. And that is like somebody said, that is a time bomb waiting to go off, right? That's a time bomb ticking. Because these people will croak in your car and you just don't know what to do. And then what? You're going to get sued, or the family goes after you? No, that's not in my job description. Sorry, right? You know, I've like I said, I've dropped off someone that was bleeding heavily because of a bike accident. Like, I'm not doing that again. I mean, at that moment, I felt sorry for the person, but just because they're too cheap to go and get an ambulance, or no, sorry, that is not our duty, my friends. Please stay far and clear from that, all of you. Like, if your Uber or Lyft is taking you to a hospital for a pickup or an emergency room, it's not good. It's not good. So I hope that a lot of people pass on that, or at least say, hey, you know what, write a report afterwards. Sorry, can't pick up this individual who has these specific, and take screenshots of that, because if they ever deactivate you over that, at least, you know, if you sue the company or sue the hospital or whatever, things like that, that is not my responsibility. I've not been trained in that field, and I don't get paid enough to be an emergency medical transportation service. Just ridiculous. And yes, it's a big $3.5 billion industry that Uber and Lyft and Amazon and other companies are fighting for. But you cannot have, you know, hire paramedics, hire professionals, but you cannot expect that from drivers, that they fulfill that role. That's absolute nonsense. So I would encourage anyone going, if you see you going to a hospital, sorry, not my job, not my job description. Write a report. That's pure negligence on their behalf. But you know, they're whores for cash. They only want to make money from criminals. They want to make money from the sick. They'll take money anyway. Show us the money. Uber and Lyft. Derek Khosrowshahi is the biggest hoe for money. He'll take $1 here, he'll take $1 there. Lyft, Tony Zhu, DoorDash, Logan Green, John Zimmer, they're all hoes for cash. They will take $1 here and $1 there. It doesn't matter where it comes from. Whether it comes from an escaped convict, whether it comes from a person who just came out of heart surgery, we'll take your $1. No problem, we'll take your $1. Show me the $1, make me holla. Show me your $1. Derek Khosrowshahi, show me your $1. I'll take it. I'll take it. Show me your $1, make me holla. We are not an ambulance service. I don't have a red light on the top of my car, guys. You guys see a red light or a blue light on the top of my car? I don't. Maybe Uber and Lyft do, right? Pull over, you're tired. No, I'm not tired. I'm sun's shining in my eye. But thank you. Pull over if you're tired. Yeah, if I'm tired, I'll pull over. But I'm not tired. I'm fired up, man. I'm fired up. Had 2 coffees. Only about an hour to go. Pick up this lady. She's some famous hairdresser to the stars. And she was out there doing a couple of stars in La Quinta. So I'll take her home. And and then I'm going to spend the evening with my wonderful wife, maybe take her to dinner. But really, I got to say, I got an amazing, if my wife's listening in, I'm lucky to have you, dude. You're an amazing woman. Got a powerful woman and great kiddos. Yesterday I did a 2.5 hour workout in the gym with my boys. And they're testing, I can see they're testing my powers. Dad, let's do this. Dad, let's do this in the gym. Okay. So there's a few areas few weight machines that I can go and hit hard. And I'm like, kiddos, okay, let's try these out. And they're like, gotta show them who's the boss. They'll test your powers. The kids will test your powers. For sure, they will test your powers. We have 34 people in the house. Smash that like button. We're already up to 51. Thank you so much. On a Sunday. Ooh, I'm not liking the traffic on the other side. That is not very nice. Traffic on the other side is going to be heavy coming in. $12 middle of the afternoon. Traffic on that side is picking up big time. Might have to drive back a different route. Right now I'm on the 10. I think I'll shoot back on the 210 through Pasadena. What do you guys think? On a Sunday. On a Sunday. Anybody in LA give me some tips? Once I've picked up in La Quinta, Palm Springs, 1 o'clock, head back to Calabasas. I don't think that the 10 freeway is the best. Good afternoon, Teddy T in the house. My friend Teddy T. Good to see you, my friend. Happy Sunday to you and the fam. Lots of love and respect from California to Teddy T. Oh, there's an accident over there. What's going on? What's going on, people? Lights, bright lights, city lights, flashlights. Oh, your little Tesla. Your little Tesla is burning. Your Tesla. Little Tesla was burning up. It's that electric battery. Yeah, these guys are driving way too slow. I'm sorry. You're holding me up. You're holding me up. You're holding up my progress. Now he wants to accelerate. What an idiot. What an idiot. I'm just going to cut in front of him. Let's go, man. Let's go. Move that bike. Let's move that bike. Taking a stroll in the fast lane. Come on, dude. Sunday drivers in the fast lane. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. Drive me crazy. You should be on the far outside. Yes, you fool. Don't look at me like that. I'll slap you straight off your bike. Ay caramba. What is that? Carrigo? What is it? Carrillo. Oh. Cabazon? Is that what you're talking about? Carajo. Carajo! Tell me what that means, baby. Carajo. Cabazon outlets coming up. Cabazon outlets. Where are they? I think I'm making decent progress here. So any newcomers, let us know what day you think the most effective timing would be for a strike, for a national strike, about the topic safety, right? I think this latest story of this guy that was just arrested who shot the mother who had 4 kids, it's getting a lot of media attention, and it's definitely not good for Uber and Lyft. So circulate the stories, you know, create your hashtags about safety. Safety for drive, hashtag maybe safety for drivers. But let's get the word out, man, and then let's start planning and strategizing on a date maybe 3 to 4 months from now. So we can print posters, select some cities where drivers can go, where we can send the media to. A national strike for safety, better safety for drivers. Because these companies are failing us on every single front. Like Darragh Shawi and Logan Green, they're just whores. They'll take $1 from a convict, they'll take $1 from a criminal. They really don't care. Beep beep in the house. Whoop, whoop, beep beep. I can see it from the corner of my eye down there. But like here I'm driving pretty fast in this very unusual, between these 2 barriers. Seems very odd. Like this is the area where you want to keep some distance, because there's no way for you to swerve to the left or to the right. I mean, you're stuck in these, going at a high speed between these two boundaries, and somebody decides to hit the brakes and it's a pileup. You don't want to come flying in there because you don't have anywhere to go on the left or the right here. It's just pathetic. Bad roads. Where are we? We think we're coming up to Cabazon. I think we are. Oh, now this nonsense is over. Now we're back. We're back amongst the pack. We're back in the pack. Guess who's back? Clearly it's not Florida. Yeah, so next week I'm going to do an interview. I'm going to get the media involved on the Uber Eats driver who had the run-in with Snoop Dogg, where Snoop Dogg trashed him in the media and social media and exposed his license plate. So busy getting an attorney, and we're going to tell the real story. Because by Snoop Dogg putting out his information, somebody tracked him down to the house and pounded his car while he was with his child. I don't know if you guys know this. So Snoop Dogg, you're going to pay, man. You're going to pay a lot of money for recklessly putting this man in danger. And Snoop's got deep pockets, so he's going to pay up. And you're going to get me involved, you're going to pay up as well. I want money. In fact, I don't want just some money, I want a lot of money. I want to get a lot of money for the driver, I want to make money as well. I'm not going to tolerate that nonsense. Now we're at the Cabazon. Whoa, okay, that was my phone. We will be back. Sorry about that, folks. Orientation. A stupid phone holder. There it is. I think I'm gonna have to go that way. Frickin' thing fell down. Apologies. Came flying down. We're passing the outlets here. Cabazon. These roads are terrible. It's all black. Photo's not back. Really? Let me see. Let me try now. Picture back. Sound back. Picture back. We need to stick together. No video. What? Okay, I'm gonna see what's going on here. Still no video? No video. Sound yes, no video. It fell on the floor. That was 3 minutes ago. Still no video? Okay, I'm gonna have to come back on the return trip. Tape over lens. No, there's no tape over lens. Video back? Still no video? Back up. Call you back. Is the video on? No, just the audio? No video, right? It's back? What's up with this weird phone, man? I'm back. Cannot believe it. As we are going through, that doesn't look good on the other side there. That traffic ain't look good, man. That is bad traffic. Don't want to be caught in that crap. She's like, what's going on traffic-wise here? This is ridiculous. Yeah, you're right. Go faster because my side's going to be the same like that. I'm just dreading that. That's got to drive back in that traffic back to LA. Horrible. Not happy about that. It's going to be a long trip back. I'm guessing at least 4 hours. At least 4 hours. Cruising, baby. I'm cruising. I got to stop for some coffee, folks. My friends, I got to get some coffee. Nice, strong coffee. Okay, I made a video. I was a little bit harsh, but I think I should release this video. There's this lady who is the head of strategy for Uber, and man, I attacked her hard because she operates Africa and the Middle East, and she's writing an article on LinkedIn about how the fairness of Uber, what a wonderful technology-driven and fair company. So this whole article was about fairness, Uber fairness, and what was interesting under the article that other ex-employees of Uber that worked for the company, not driving for the company, actually put her in place. Like, that word fairness does not exist in Uber or Lyft. And my video is pretty hardcore. I don't know if I should push it out there. I ripped her a bad one, so we shall see. I've got to decide if I still want to publish that one, because I think it's a little bit too aggressive. 56 likes. I appreciate you all. Happy Sunday. Much love and respect from Cali. We're on our way to La Quinta. We're on our way to La Quinta. This is generally a very nice. Yeah, aggressive is good. I like aggressive. I mean, that's just in my DNA, man. I think I got that from my army days and my rugby days. A very, very aggressive streak in me. But it's been good. Gotta say, it's gotten me through things. You know? You don't have to, like, in certain situations, you don't have to act weak. You can just be hardcore and take control and be aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. But that video definitely goes for the jugular, my one video. Check out those windmills, baby. Where's the wind? There's very little wind up here. Wind power. Back in windmill country. "29 Palms, Joshua Tree." Has anybody been there? Done 7 hours today. Well done. What did you make? 7 hours. You've been out there on a Sunday for 7 hours. Good for you. Some people are chilling on a Sunday. Some people are working. Check this out. The Valley of the Windmills. Thousands and thousands and thousands of windmills. One of the highest concentration of wind turbines in the United States, next to Texas. Right here in Palm Springs, California. Oh, GDP. Joshua Tree National Park, next right. That's a pretty cool park. I like it, Joshua Tree. Let's clean the window a little bit. Dirty here. Found a highway named after what? Oh, cool. Oh, you find... Oh, where is that, in Italy or is that in the United States? Trucker, yeah. Cool. Truckers are hardworking people, man. The hardest working people they are. Shout out to all the truckers. Shout out to all the rideshare drivers. Shout out to all the taxi drivers. Shout out to all the limo drivers. Give us better safety, better pay. All right, my friends, I'm gonna wind it down because I'm going to do a pit stop very soon, and then I'll be heading back in the traffic. Very excited about that. Very excited about the traffic back to LA. And thank you. And again, thank you for getting me to 50,000 subscribers. It is amazing, 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 amazing. You guys got me to 50,000 subscribers. Smash that like button. Detroit. Okay, one more. We need one more. So, yeah, you're right about that, man. You're right. Need one more like, please, so we can get to 60. So I can feel good about the Sunday. I can get my coffee. Try to give most of you a shout out wherever possible while driving. We're on 60, thank you. Whoever just did number 60. Thank you so much, everyone. Happy Sunday to you, to your families. Much love and respect from Kelly, from my family. Thank you for getting me to 50,000. Thank you for all your great feedback. And together we're going to organize the biggest and largest, strongest strike in gig history, and it's going to be about safety. We're not going to tolerate more deaths. It's just wrong on every single level. So thank you so much. Peace to you all. Have a great Sunday. Relax or make some money. Fire up the barbecue. Take a 30-minute nap. Jump in the swimming pool. Get in the jacuzzi. Or if you're out in the snow, put on your snowboard or your boots, get out there, or switch on the Winter Olympics. Whatever makes you happy, right? But give your loved ones, your husbands, wives, your kids a big hug. Tell them about how much you care about them. And you're picking up this client in a few minutes. I need to get paid. She's got to pay me for the trip there and the trip back. Got to pay me some money. And then I cannot wait to be back at home with my wife and kids and family and just chill. And tomorrow, I believe, is a public holiday. We have the day off tomorrow. Apparently tomorrow is President's Day. So if you're taking off, if you're working, I don't know how much action there's going to be on President's Day. But we shall see. We shall see. And I'm going to get back to the road here and wish you the very best. Thank you for getting me to 60 likes today. Thank you, everyone. Peace out, and please be safe. Please be safe. You know, you're number one, numero uno. You take care of yourself, right? Don't let these companies dictate what you can and what you cannot do. Your safety always comes first. So if you feel like you're in a situation like that Uber Eats driver was with Snoop Dogg, he didn't feel safe, he canceled, you cancel. Nobody is going to deter you. Nobody is going to stop you from canceling because you feel unsafe in a particular area, right? So always think about safety first. Lock those windows, lock those doors, and keep those eyes and ears open 360 degrees, right? And try and have something, if you can get a concealed weapon and you're in a state where you can carry one, listen, your life comes first, right? They're not going to put you 6 feet underground. If need be, you put them 6 feet underground, right? So that's the topic where there's so much more needed to be done. Safety, 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 safety. Sick and tired of listening to all these stories and deaths. Saddened by this report that this driver threw the dash cam away thinking he could get away with it, and then they find out that she was pleading, begging. I don't know if we're ever going to see that dash cam footage. I doubt it, but apparently she was pleading for her life, saying, I have 4 kids, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. Bam, he kills her. Wrong on every single level. The companies know it, the CEOs know it, and Daryl Khosrowshahi, Logan Green, John Zimmer, Tony Zhu, Stop being hoes. Stop being hoes for $1. You don't have to take money from convicts, right? You can do so much better. Some very, very basics that you guys can implement to keep us drivers safe. God bless you all and be safe, my friends. Take care. Happy Sunday.